The ability to control one's own desires or impulses is simply called the art of self-mastery. As young minds, this is the phase of our lives that we get the opportunity to learn more about ourselves. And what that does for you is that you are building a structure for yourself that will not be only beneficial to you, but in everything that you do. A lot of young minds don't know this. A lot of young minds don't know that they need to first of all look inwards into themselves before they start looking outwards to, oh, I gotta make money, oh, I have to do that, oh, I have to do this. The art of self-mastery does not end in your early 20s or at a particular age. It is a continuous process. But what will this video do for you? Drawing your attention to the art of self-mastery, and as well giving you a couple of things that you can do to learn self-mastery and why it is important. If this interests you, definitely keep watching. Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you are definitely welcome. My name is Akorede, and you can call me Kore. Here it's all about intentional living, encouraging you to embrace the power in your story and your uniqueness, and as well owning it. This is the beginning of a particular series that I announced on my Instagram to my Insta fam that I'll be starting, and it is all about in your early 20s. So after so much deliberating, brainstorming and sharing ideas here and there, I realized that if I'll be calling this series just in your early 20s series, it's sort of like boxing up the idea of the series. It's actually for young people in general. So we are opening it up and titling this series Navigating Your Youth. So starting off this series, Navigating Your Youth, with this particular topic, which is how and why you should learn self-mastery and self-leadership now. The essence of this series is to bring some of the struggles that we all face in our youth to the table and just discuss about them from my own perspective, from my well of knowledge. Just see this as a way for you to discover something new, a way for you to be reminded of something you already know, or a way for you to learn from somebody else's experience. Basically, that is what this is all about. And something I want you to understand is that the art of self-mastery is not something you will just discover one day and boom, that's it. No, self-mastery is a continuous process. No matter what your professional skills are, no matter what your professional goals are, no matter what your aspirations, your dreams, your desires are, if you have not been able to lead yourself in terms of creating a structure with your life or for your life, like you've not been able to lead yourself in the little ways, you might not be able to portray that good leadership to other people. I want you to picture this in that direction. You know, what you don't have, it is very difficult for you to give it. Now, here are a few things that you can do to help you practice or to help you imbibe in yourself self-mastery. First thing you need to do is you need to talk to yourself. There is a voice inside you that needs you to use it. Some of the outcomes that we project start from that voice in our head. Some of the things that you project, that we hear, that we see in people, they all start first of all from that voice in your head. Become an observer of your thoughts. It's just you being self-aware, you being mindful of yourself. Self-mastery requires this self-recognition, to be self-conscious, to be self-regulative, self-observant, and self-recognized. Up next is be at peace with your past. You know, there's so many things that we have done, no matter how young you are. We have all done things, yeah. Knowingly, unknowingly, subconsciously, consciously, purposely, unpurposely, think about it anyway. But now that you are at this phase of your life, you're looking back and be like, I shouldn't have done that. So basically, change the story you tell yourself about those things of the past, or about those mistakes, those regrets that you're having. Change the story you're telling yourself about it so you can be able to change your future. Because if you go on with your life with those regrets, it will be so dreading for you. It will be so dreading. It's like you're carrying a lot of baggages, things that you should have left in your past. All things have passed away. Beyond all things have become new. So let it go. Lay down at the feet of Jesus and just let it go. Be at peace with your past. That is one way you can learn self-mastery, because if you are carrying the baggages of the past, you will not be able to pay attention to the you of now. You will not be able to see the beauty in the you of now. Another thing you can do to learn self-mastery is challenge your thought patterns and your reasoning. Challenge yourself to look at things differently. Challenge yourself to look at things from a different perspective. In fact, sometimes allow yourself to be in the shoes of other people. Allow yourself to be in the shoes of some kind of situations that will help you to challenge your thought process, challenge the way you think, challenge yourself in different ways. How can you do this? You can do this through reading books, through asking questions, through rubbing minds with people that you know can intrigue you to be much more deep in thought, to enlightening your experiences, to enlighten your perspectives. You know, you don't be too rigid or uptight. You know, it will just expand your reasoning and help you to have different dimensions or different perspective of looking at things. The next thing is take an active approach in life. So instead of wishing, be one who implement. Instead of thinking, be one who practice. Basically, it's just you being a performer instead of being a spectator. So you like the idea of something, but you're just looking and staring and thinking about it. Girl, wake up, do it. You know, instead of you just wishing, thinking, assuming, you know, having conclusions and processes in your mind, why not just take actions about it? One of the active approaches I've ever taken in life is when I was in uni. I was in my second year, and then we were required to always go for internship every year at a media firm, something related to what we are studying, which is mass communication. And then my parents does not have any form of connection. I don't know anybody that knows somebody that can help me. I only had myself. What did I do? That moment, it made me to go on Google, and I started searching for media firms in this area, media firms in that area. My seniors then in uni, I was in 200 level, like my seniors in 300 level, in 400 level. Please, the place you did your internship the last time, please, do you know anybody I can speak to? You know, do you know anybody I can call? Do you know anybody I can do this? While I did that, somebody was kind enough to say, oh, Corey, I've been able to build a relationship with these people. Take this person's number, I'll call ahead of you, go there. And I went there. The person that I met was the MD of the media firm, and I was accepted. In 300 level again, I had to go for another internship. I did the same thing. I went on Google, I was searching this. But this time around, I was so blessed that I was able to find a media firm, which was an advertising agency. So I picked up the number and I called the person, and then I went there and I realized that she was the MD. Hold and behold, they interviewed me, I submitted my CV, voila, I got the job. And that one was a paid one. My first internship was not paid, but my second internship was paid. What am I trying to say about this? I'm saying that once you take the active approach in life, you are creating a culture and a structure in yourself, which means that you are never held back. You're not just looking and waiting for things to happen for you. You are making things happen for yourself. Imagine if I had come up with the excuses that, oh, my parents don't know anybody, I don't know anybody that can help me out, you know, for my internship. What will I do? You know, I'm just there, I'm not speaking to anybody about it, I'm just there, just watching and looking, being a spectator, when I could have opened up my mouth and speak to people like, yo, I want to intern, what do you think I can do? You know. So that's what I'm trying to say, that don't be a spectator. Take the active approach in life. Whatever thing you want, there is nothing too far-fetched. There's nothing too far that your hand cannot reach, no matter how young you are. If you want it, go for it. Go for it hard. The next thing is audit yourself. Search yourself. If you've not ever done a self-audit, now is the time for you to do it. You need to audit yourself. You need to ask yourself questions. Why am I doing this? Am I supposed to be doing this? Oh, no, this is wrong. We need to fix this. What are those bad habits? What are those good things that you have that you're not harnessing enough? What are those bad things that you're doing that is covering up the good in you? Because you don't want to. Self-mastery is actually you being aware and knowledgeable about yourself, so that if there's anything that needs to be fixed, you fix it. If there's anything that needs to be controlled, you control it. You're giving the control to the spirit in you, which should be the Holy Spirit actually. You know, you're not just controlled by your flesh. You know, you're controlled by the Holy Spirit in you. You're not just giving yourself away to how anything comes or how anything goes. No, audit yourself. Are you a liar? Fix that. You know, are you lazy? Fix that, like me. Fix that. You know, do you lack discipline? Fix that. Are you very good at speaking but you're not harnessing that? Fix that. You know, audit yourself. Know where you are. Know what to do better. Know what to quit. Know what to learn more about, you know. And after auditing yourself, what should you do next? Journal. What journaling will do for you is that it will help you keep track of where you are, where you used to be, and where you're going. You know, it helps have an historical reference to look back to, that, oh, this is where I was yesterday. Or when I was 14, I used to be like this. Oh, now I'm 22. This is how I am. Oh, now that I'm 24. Oh, this is how I am now. So you have a reference. I have my journal, my amateur journal, when I was from 2016, 2015, way back. And I read them and I'm like, whew, wow, such a wonderful growth. You know what that does for you? It helps you to see where you used to be. Especially those times when you are lacking motivation, or you feel like, oh, you're not doing enough, or you feel like you're not even good enough, or you're not feeling like, or you're feeling like, you know, your life is not where it should be, or there's no growth, or there's no advancement in your life. When you look back at your track record of where you used to be and where you are now, it will remind you that, oh girl, you've been growing so far. Girl, you've been doing amazing. I mean, you used to be like this, now this is where you are. This is how you're thinking now. You are better now. And if you are still stagnant, you keeping a track record will remind you that you're still where you are yesterday. You need to wake up, do better. So that's what your journaling would do for you. Like me now, I know that I'm no longer that Akorede of the past that used to steal. I'm no longer that girl who would lie to cover up. I'd rather tell you the truth, and I know that you will not beat me, and I move on. I've been able to see the track record, and I'm happy with the growth. Is it slow? Is it fast? I'm not to judge. God is the one to let. God is the one that knows if my journey is slow or fast. I don't know. I'm not looking at anybody's life to see if my journey is faster or is slower. I'm focused on my journey and going in alignment with where God is taking me to. So spiritually, physically, mentally, in all ramifications of your life, journal. That is what journaling would do for you. In learning self-mastery, you need an historical reference. Yay! And that's it. That's it. That's it. It's time for an exercise. The exercise is, you need to write 3 things down. Write my strength, my weaknesses, my goals. In learning self-mastery, you have to be very, very honest with yourself. Like I shared with you while I was talking, I spoke about when I used to steal. I spoke about when I used to lie. I spoke about when I used to be enslaved to my past, the mistakes I've made in the past, but I'm no longer there now. This self-mastery thing is very painful, but the benefit, it will transcend to every ramification of your life. If you're a believer, in your relationship with God, you will be much more transparent with God, because now you are facing yourself 100%. You are willing to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, girl, you messed up. You are willing to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, girl, get up and get things done. You are willing to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. Even when the Holy Spirit is telling you the truth, if you're not accepting the truth within you, you will never accept it. The Holy Spirit can only keep trying to keep telling that, girl, this is wrong. Girl, do this better. But until you yourself learn the art of self-mastery to own up to these things, then you're doing yourself a lot of good. The exercise, write these 3 things down. This is not about anything outside yourself. This is all about you, okay? This is not about what anybody does to make you who you are. It is about what you are to yourself in yourself. So write those 3 things down, and when you write it down, fill in the gap. Fill in the gap with all honesty. What to do next will come natural to you, meaning that you've passed through your strength. You talk about it, you know, the things that you are very good at, not the bad. So what will your goals be? Your goals will probably to make your good better, or much more excellent, or make your bad wipe off. You guys, let me know how you feel or how you felt after practicing this exercise. Share with me in the comment section how you feel about the self-mastery and self-leadership tips I've been able to share with you. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know where you are. Are you pumped? Do you have questions? Drop them in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you, and I'll see you on the next episode of Navigating Your Youth. My name is Akorede. Please do make sure to subscribe, you know, give the video a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, share this with your friends, young people like yourself. Share with them and keep spreading the word, okay? Yeah, don't forget to make peace at all times, spread love, and be you. Mwah. Bye.